What is up, legends? We are back, obviously. More Etheria, new player series coming through. And we're gonna be talking about guild today. All right, so the guild is actually really cool in this game. It's not much pressure because I know a lot of people are kind of antisocial and they don't really want to deal with anybody else. So if you want to, you can just literally make a guild all by yourself and just chill in that with your friends and family and stuff like that. If that's what you wish, but it's kind of like in your best interest to join an active guild, and here's one of the reasons why. So first, if you go all the way over here to the left, so your check-in, you're gonna notice that you're gonna get a meme coin. You get honor points, but you can actually use for guild progression. You get stability, as you guys can see, so that helps out as far as stamina and everything like that. And you get union coin, which is for the store. All very useful. Head over here to the right. We're going to talk about Anchor Recon last. Underneath that is weekly task. Now you notice that there is a point achievement section here where you do things in the game and do things along the line for union points that will get you goodies. So again, we have medium animate imprints for reason, which is the red element, and then honor point again, union coin, and then co-op points as well. You'll notice the top right here where the union points are, you're going to get currency for exp items, then summon currency, well, just currency in general, and data for shells, more stamina right there at 2500. So that's very rare, so it's worth just automatically doing that stuff to begin with. Then I believe this is the more rare, yep, advanced prowess, and then the actual summon token, and then all the way at the end a golden shadow print, or orange shadow print rather. All of this worth. You notice down here is you complete certain things and you're going to basically build those points. You see, I've done most of that already and it's only like Tuesday. You can knock it out relatively quick. And the reset time, of course, is basically weekly, that you would do like on Sunday night going into Monday. You will have all this reset and be able to do it all again the following week. So all this is useful, and it's in your best interest to actually, knock all that out. Then you have the union shop, where it's in your best interest to get into a guild that actually have people in it, because the only thing you're going to be able to do right in the beginning, unless you kind of eke out and farm your way to like union level 2, is the perfect lattice fragments, which is worth doing. So we'll snatch that out, and you say I have nothing else left for the week. Now, you see at Union Unlock 2, we have EXP records, and then we have summons. You can only do that. The summons you can only do once. At 3, you're going to get a purple shadow print. At 4, you get purple lattice. At 5, you get summons that you can do one time. At 6, which is super important in the week, you're going to get 2 orange shadow prints, which is super great. At 7, you're gonna get more prowess. At 8, another purple lattice. At 10, which is amazing, as you guys can see, which is the last thing that you can actually get, you get a red shadow print, which is just great. There's nothing else to really say other than that. To do it to it, get it. And then the last, but certainly not least thing that you can do is companion panel. Now, what this actually does is you can pick a character that you actually would like to get help in, and everybody else in your guild would actually do that too. Obviously, this is just a test guild right now for messing around, and basically you see I actually am getting an anima fragment for Leon, which that's just lit. Like, and you can just continue to keep doing that, and you see once you get to 50, you will actually have complete for the character. Like, select the data meme right there, make a wish, bam. So as long as you have active guild, you can basically get pieces out over the course of time. Obviously, it's going to take 50 days, but active guild, everybody gets the character stuff that they need. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. This is not going to matter because we're not even going to be playing this in 50 days. most likely. So whatever. I doubt the this beta will even be still up by that point. But you help your friends out and everything else like that. So now, Anchor Recon, which essentially is fighting a boss. You're gonna notice down here on the bottom right, you're gonna get rewards. So 200, you're gonna get a purple shadow print. Then over here at 600, you're gonna get EXP and then coin. Advanced prowess right here as well, and at 1800 right here, you're gonna get stamina for getting to that point, which again is all great. And then you have the kill chest as well. You get that far. What you essentially want to do is you want to get a single target unit that will do big damage. In my opinion, one of the best characters that actually do that is Koros. He ramps up over the course of time. He has a good single target. He has a good debuff that will actually, cause damage overall. Bind and useful. He has a single target unit. A single target skill as his normal skill as well. Swiftly swings a scythe, deals 2 instances of damage 100% to a single target. Chance to reduce all Animus skills by 1. See, that's amazing. And when you get the shell, that also has a chance to lower your skill cooldowns. You just start spamming out. I actually have that right now, but I don't have it built. I don't have enough of it. So then you have his secondary skill right there, which you said I did upgrade it to get a little bit more damage multiplier on it. Koros gathers all his energy for all out strike, doing 360% damage to a single target, inflicting doom toll after each cast of doom. Resurge the skill final damage permanently increases additional 15% up to 75%. If this skill kills the target, they cannot be revived for the rest of the battle, which is amazing in PvP. Like you just don't get to come back; they dead. So he's pretty good. So if you don't have this character, obviously we're talking about free to play and everything else like this. I wouldn't start the game with this. That you're just trying to hard mode for no reason. That's my hint. Don't re-roll for this and like this guy just for a guild battle. So them come out naturally. If you can get Hoyan, or you can start with Hoyan if you really care enough to actually do that. Is she a pickable? I don't think she is. I can't remember. However, there are free to play options, namely Oboro. Oboro kind of works similar to that, and Oboro has a defense break, as you guys can see, 60%, which allows you to actually do some nice damage. And she's one of the few characters in the game that actually has bleed. So GG on that. Her actual I don't think I have him. I believe her brother is another single target unit that you can actually use, but you have 4-star units. That's typically what you want to look for and things like that. Also the Tinga. This man right here. You can also go on him. He has a vulnerability, which as you can see is typical, kind of same like a defense break. Increases damage taken by 30%. You're more than likely going to have the Ting or Oboro, by the way. Like they're the 4-star characters or purple characters that will initially come out there like that, and they're easier to build because their prowesses are only going to need purple Latisse, which you see like I have plenty of. So if I want to build out his stuff, I actually can. He's gonna get, the nice damage upfall, increases the chance for a follow-up chance by 80%. That's ridiculous. Increases the damage multiplier by 450%. Bruh. Don't sleep on this unit. Don't sleep like if you don't have Kuros, if I didn't have Kuros, I would have built him already just strictly for that. All right, so let's just go ahead and I've talked enough. All right. So we are gonna do this. So what you want to do is you want to sustain. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be safe first. I'm gonna let Leon and Koros actually be the brunt of the DPS, and then basically, well, we got Tia there too, and Ling Lao and Dorothy aren't going to really do anything as far as DPS. But I want to keep them alive for the most part, and like one shot this thing basically. Hopefully, I should be able to anyway. Now you notice that this character is a dark unit, so there's not many light units in the game currently right now. There are some like Messiah and stuff like that, but I don't think they're gonna make much of a difference here. So you just want to make sure that you are getting the best as far as your DPS as you can do, and let's just see what happens. You can also go for a buff team and put Gray in to get some crit damage, and then bring in Dinah to get her her corruption and her erosion on the boss to do more damage. But let's see what happens with this. We could get inventive after this. Okay. I may actually be able to just deal with Ling and let her be alone with Tia to kind of like heal, but we'll see how this goes. Better to be safe than sorry. Because what Worm starts to do over the course of time is, like, I think like around 60% out of nowhere, it just nukes you. You can survive it, but I'd rather them not be in a really squishy place. Another thing to actually do is you can replace Dorothy with Sania and make sure that you have HP set on Sania so she can actually be really tanky and live through stuff. And then if anybody actually dies, Sania can revive them. Going good so far, right? That's a big hit. And of course, I don't have these characters all 6 stars. Remember, the only 6 stars are Tia and Lian. Yeah, we just absorbed all that. Feel was good. And we're 20 bars down now. That did nothing. Good work, sir. Shield just took all of that, didn't care. Almost down to 30 bars now. Again, you don't necessarily have to have Koros for this. It could be whatever single target character that you have built up, and like I said, if you already have the Tang at some really like built up and easily built up or overall, because both of them use purple and thieves, get them in a good point, and you can just have them in that spot back. You can have both of them as long as you can help them survive, which is, like I said, why I have Ling and Dorothy here. And then it's kind of a cheat code to actually have Tia here, because basically Tia is kind of a healer too, because she can shield and do that. We definitely getting there. And I think Kuro should be at max stats tonight now. So he's just gonna be doing maximum DPS with his 3. Getting there. I'm willing to think maybe I could have used Gray, but maybe my Gray isn't built enough for that. He might have died for more damage. Ow. Yeah, it's about 60 with that. Like he just decides, oh, y'all hitting me too much, time to die. Good. We're closing in on actually having 50 bars going. And again, this is a free-to-play account. No help. I think I could be a greedy and take Dorothy out. This, of course, we're gonna like see it. Jesus Christ. I don't know, maybe I can't. And that's the point where somebody like Tia will die because Tia hurts herself. Good rotation into that. Damn, this is actually really going way better than I thought it was. I thought I was going to die around 60. And then again, this is like auto, not me actually controlling it. Because I was controlled, I would use my shield differently when I know certain things are coming. If I had Kuro 6-star, and everything that I wanted with him, like better crit damage and stuff like that. Like this boss, wow, would be dead already. That did like nothing. Now, this is actually good because say you're in a guild with guildies and people aren't really strong in the guild and stuff like that. This is a free-to-play account right here, so pretty much you can get everybody along the same board. Doesn't necessarily have to be this particular team comp, but Leon you should already have right now. Thea you would have had to actually pick or got lucky to actually enough summon her. Same thing with Koros, but they're replaceable. You can put Victor in Tia's spot. Yes, that 3-star Victor. You need somebody to sustain and basically build. Wow, he just said good night to Leon. I don't know how. That's gonna slow things down. We hanging in there. We got the double S though. But to do this much to him, like I'm really satisfied with this team. I'm gonna need to go back and look. It looked like he's just plain one-shotted Leon out of nowhere. She's actually my strongest unit. And he just said good night. How long I can, because that stack is up to 13 now. Does that not go? I guess it's every 30. I mean now it's up to 14. I don't think I'm going to survive the next one. I would need some type of defense buff. Yeah, he just straight strips the shield. Way to live, Dorothy. What's basically happening is that, I don't know, maybe if I take Dorothy out for another single target, maybe we would kill him faster before he would get a chance to kill her with the stack. But it's crazy how we hanging in there though, even with him ramping. Well, that's the end of Dorothy. I think this is pretty much over. 65 tier is great though. Free to play. Well, that's it for you. Yeah, her shield didn't care at all about that. Are they really gonna sit here and live through this? I actually gotta let them rock though because I wanted to count. These. I actually want to see how much they're gonna hang in there. Ling is a level 50 unit too. Go ahead, ladies, fight for your life. I want to. Well, that sounds bad, but can y'all hang in there? They are hanging in there. This is amazing. I did not plan for this. Aww. 20 stacks. He out here not giving the F. He's like, I'm gonna live. That might be it now. Yep. That's pretty lit though. 68 tiers. Oh, these freebies right here. I like it. Now, if you are in like an active guild and you got a bunch of like tier stuff and things like that, that's pretty cool on my own just to do that. Double F's. I like it. So that's all I got for you guys. I didn't mean to make this that long, but it just they survived, yo. So I will catch you guys next video. Be legendary. Hopefully you're really enjoying this as much as I'm enjoying this. Also, real quick, they announced the beta. I'm put the link in the description. It's the final beta. Everybody's been asking, hey, when we're gonna get to play, when it's gonna come out and everything else like that. I don't know when it's gonna come out. However, the final beta is just yesterday was just announced. So if you want to play this game, you need to sign up for that so you don't get left out. Like, please, 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 if you want to play. Everybody's like, I want to play, I want to play, I want to play. Link is going to be in the description for you to sign up for the final beta so you can actually play. I'll catch you guys next video. Peace. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.